that guaranteed at least Savage wasn't getting the last hit. Just little things like that that set him apart for me.
Slowing down whatever little farm Savage is able to find. Being a nuisance as well, getting to his heads. And you see, they've got the level 2. Savage is going to go down here. There's nothing Hyde can do. Savage will try and get as much damage in as possible, but now they've got the creep wave going under the tower as well, so they can continue the dive onto Hyde. Sacred. It's just a hero that level 1, you're incredibly strong, but all the other levels before 6, you are very weak, and teams often will be able to manipulate that and find multiple kills. But that's kind of similar to the Night Stalker as well. Like, this is not a hero that's very good until that first night time. So I really wonder how bottom's going to shape up. We do have some action top lane though. Matthew just runs back into the shrapnel, so Savage able to find the kill. Bottom lane as well. We go as Panda move. Another round of the soul assumption from KP. Because he's trying to stand his ground into Zephyr. He doesn't have the Void to play with. I don't know if because he's going to win the man fight. Beautiful mischief from Zephyr. And he's got the Zelv to top up the resources as well. So Talon, I should say, off to a good start down bottom.
Nice up top though. Hyde ends up going down. At least they get the trade for that. And that was not a fresh TP. That's actually Matthew that's probably going to land this kill. Double kill being picked up by that Zeus. He's even holding on to a few of Sacred's items in his inventory right now. Just looking to keep him warm. But things going well on this top side for Thunder Predator, for sure. Thunder Awaken, excuse me.
What a nice guy Matthew is as well. Keeps the creep wave out of the tower, making sure they're at least able to hold decent equilibrium, which is always important, again, against his double range lane. They might get aggressive straight away, but it's actually going to be Talon on the front foot first. Sacred taking a lot of damage inside the shrapnel. Matthew, does he have the potential to turn this around? An early level of Grave out of Hyde, and it'll make sure that Matthew has no way to rectify the death from the Venomancer.
Nicely done there by Savage. He does what a lot of people don't do when they're a target of a lot of these engagements. They just hold on to their tangos. He made sure to pop that one instantly when he was getting gone on. So it was actually just so much more effective HP that he had to be able to turn around to make that fight happen. But there we go. 5 minutes, KP. Immediate target for them to go on to. A couple of seconds until they're
see if he's going to be able to play around with it. Not the case. Because finds the kill onto Zephyr. They even got Matthew down bottom as well. They might be able to scout him out shortly. AP playing pretty far back towards the tower. Matthew's going to be able to find an opening, and now Because instantly follows in pursuit under the tower. So Thunder, beautifully done, continuing to enable Because as soon as that nighttime hits, are really looking to get him rolling. How do you try and recover for the Venomancer? Do you... like, what's the game plan here for Thunder Awaken to be able to give Sacred at least a decent game now?
Just watching the bot side. I think you need to be waiting for this Zeus level 6.
Does go down, but bottom, we got the combo out from Alone. Rotation in. Does secure the kill, but meanwhile mid lane, it does leave Makoto in a position where he's also able to bring down another support, so... throws up to a pretty decent start here for the park.
Yep, certainly doing a...
Blame they're on Sacred again as well. Oh boy. This is so difficult for the Venomancer to play in. They're going to look to try and TP in on Pandamu. That Savage not even requiring the assassinate. That might be able to get Pandamu as well. They're going to need another TP out of Matthew, but that'll be too late. And hang on, Matthew? Okay, they got no shrapnels to play with.
They're just like, is it Knight's going to bite them? As we see another rotation come through, this time to bot lane. Makoto and Hyde really wanting to open up that map a little bit as it's approaching the daytime, maybe trying to force out the use of the Dark Ascension from the cars. Just hits up one to, never mind, he's not even level 7 yet.
In some trouble, Pandamu. Nothing the Ogre can do off to the side. Thunder, they're starting to bring some numbers down bottom to maybe set up for a turnaround, but they're not going to be fast enough. Matthew and Alone, not enough to be able to take this fight. Talon bring all 5, and they should be rewarded with the T1 tower until he gets the BKB, even enabling you to get on top of the Zeus, which is going to be really important. A decent chunk of the damage from Thunder. We do see moving over into their own jungle. Makoto doesn't have too much mana to be able to take this fight, so he's going to be cautious as Alone. Drop the combo, but it's not enough to get the kill. In fact, he just tosses Makoto closer to the Ogre. And meanwhile, Matthew has won to the tier 2 tower. Look at Talon. Relentless pressure. They're going to go for Sacred as well.
They know
He's starting to come out, but yeah, that's all on the back of Zephyr. So they will get nothing out of the smoke on Talon. And Makoto's, alright, he's going to drop a coil for this. Because he's nearby with the Dark Ascension as well, he's going to use the ultimate to see Zephyr in the trees. He's not going to have too much damage by himself, but the Void is back up to cancel the TP. That's a big kill. Matthew's going to be the one to find it down bottom lane, though. Alone and Sacred in combination together, they get a big kill onto the Visage, and meanwhile, top lane we go. Because beating back onto Makoto, he's got Hyde playing nearby. The Grave should always be a potential to keep Makoto alive, so he's going to turn to try and deal with Hyde instead, but the Dark Ascension has expired, and the Assassinate from downtown, Savage is looking to rotate and put his stamp on the team fight, and he does so with great success as Talon find a third. Makoto getting some much needed golden experience onto the puck as well.
Again, completely scouting out this movement. You've got the Visage playing nearby, so KP, we know how vulnerable he can be super early on into the piece. What's he buying here? He's just got the Vlad's Offering going straight into the Hood of Defiance after that. Not sure what Zephyr's doing jumping down.
He alone cut the tree. I don't know how. He saw him. I kind of looked away and then came back bottom. Yeah, we'll go with Spidey senses. So they're going to look to this. They see Savage at the triangle. They've got a really good ward to play with. Let's see if they're going to have to burst. They're going to go for the Dazzle instead. And now with the Dazzle out of the equation, it'll give them the opportunity to control the triangle. So they don't kill the sniper, but you are just slowing down his farm.
Well, right now he's got the Vlad's Offering queued up for himself, but I wouldn't hate seeing a Crimson Guard against this. Able to avoid some of the stuns looking to come through. This is a heavy commitment just from position 5.
Look at the jump from the Tiny. A toss back onto KP. They're able to get the damage over time. Zephyr's going to be able to drop the Wukong to try and control the team fight. KP, though, he just TP's out. They've got no way to counter that. Meanwhile, though, Thunder will still turn their attention to deal with Zephyr on the Monkey King. So a 2-for-1 favoring Thunder. They saw the positioning of the orb. Alone, they get a glimpse EP to be able to connect to this fight. Savage going to be able to get the beaky up, but Alone as well will turn around with his own magic immunity. Meanwhile, top lane though, Bakaz is trying to solo kill the puck. Zephyr's going to be nearby to be able to offer some assistance, but Bakaz he turns it back around, cuts the tree once again as at least Zephyr's able to keep his core alive. Meanwhile, the Riven out, KP's going to be in trouble as well. A Grave coming out the last second for Hyde. Another TP out for KP. Not again. TPing out directly in their face, but Hyde, he will not have the same fate as Thunder find 2 for the price of nothing.
On point. It can't be Savage that gets caught first.
Oh, they're going to see Savage. He's got the Hurricane Pike and the BKB to use defensive. They need to deal with the Dazzle and instantly the Night Stalker jumping the position of Hyde, making sure he can't get anything off defensively. But hang on, this Night Stalker's got no backup. Makoto drops down the core. Now the rest of Thunder in a compromised position. Sacred's just going to put his body on the line alone. Hang on, he's in with a combo. The damage, it might be enough to get a couple of kills before the consequence of his own life, but a BK being alone is able to escape to the left side, and Talon, in the end, they actually lose 3 and Alone. Trying to jump Savage just off the mark with the Avalanche, but now Makoto, he's got an avenue to enter the fight. They know their stuns are on cooldown. There's going to be no way they can control the puck for the moment, and this will give Savage an opportunity as well, just to beat down onto the Tiny from afar. Savage, godlike streak, 24 minutes.
Stalker, like, it's just so simple. Like, if you went forward further like that previously and he had the BKB, he just gets away. This Dream Coil is really making his life miserable. And are they going to be able to catch him out? That Dream Coil making sure to wait.
There's nothing they can do. He's going to try and play around with the Armlet Tokers, but that will do nothing as Talon bring multiple heroes. Savage, beyond godlike, gets the double kill, and you're going to need to be able to find this BKB now, but now for Alone. 20.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So they're able to enter the fight. Dark Ascension, but this is gonna... It's gonna reek of a smoke. Talon instantly looking to retreat back to their side of the map because does give them the information alone. Oh my lord, what a combo! Savage, he gets the Satanic off. He's trying to stand his ground. I don't think he's going to be able to do enough. As Thunder, they are back in this game off one team fight. KP is going to be in some trouble as well, but hang on, Mikoto has been able to put the works in. Because able to jump back into PKP, preventing the chain control. Mikoto's out to the right, but they don't have the same capability out of Zephyr. As Unknown, oh, he does it perfectly. Jumps in, they were all grouped up. And that was off the back of the vision thing.
Has fallen.
Alone's gonna be in. Looking to blow up Zephyr. But the Grave will buy him some time, and now Alone's gonna be stuck in the middle. They haven't gotten on top of Savage. The sniper's damage starting to ramp up, and now with the coil as well, Mikoto leashing two heroes together. Savage gonna try and move on the high ground, protected with the BKB. And look at the damage he's starting to pump out. Thunder, they cannot stick around to take the fight. They've lost Alone, they might lose more as well. Mikoto up to a killing spree. Sacred as well, stuck out in the river. As Talon, just a beautiful read. They kite the Dark Ascension. They protect Savage perfectly. The vision from Zephyr helping out. Mikoto gets the jump in, and there was just nothing Thunder could do once the formation was broken.
Use that to go into that second Roshan. This is the timing that they were waiting for. Top lane's pretty pushed in. Someone's going to need to have to deal with that, because if you don't, Tiny's still dead for 40 seconds. You have the potential to very minimum to force out a glyph, but instead they're looking to try and
this is incredibly deep. You're a carry, you can't be making these plays.
Oh, he doesn't have buyback. I was thinking, okay, that move can kind of make sense. You know, bring a lot of distractions away if you've got the buyback nuisance of pushing up onto this high ground against a Venomancer and a Zeus. How do you do it?
It's also the threat of the tiny jump as well into the toss back, because he's going for it. There we go.
Got the Aegis.
Savage, oh, they're going to force stuff him further inside the base. The grenade's going to get some distance, but the backline, this is important because they're going to deal with the dazzle. You get rid of the defensive factor, but because he's going to be controlled for the moment with the coil, but they're buying some time to deal with the sniper. First life still yet to be addressed. How do they set up for round two, though? They're going to need some buybacks to be able to turn this fight around. Alone is in once again with a toss onto the high ground, but Savage, look at the mobility. He's able to reposition. They're going to try and deal with the tree volley, but that's barely any damage. As Savage, under the cover of the Glimmer, up to the north, Satanic to play with. They still haven't dealt with the sniper. There's just nothing they can do. Savage, he's got so much mobility to avoid the numbers of Thunder. And now they're back onto Bakaz on the high ground. He just brought back prior potential of a dieback here, but Mikoto is going to jump down to the south instead. Even Tiny's in trouble. Hang on, Alone. He jumped into the middle, feeling like he had the damage to deal with Talon, but that was not the case. As Talon one fight away, that might be in fact enough to take this game.
I think it will be. 18, 3, and 14 on 23 Savage. He's looking to make it 19. Just pushing in onto this, and well, Talon, they're going to get their first win of the Arlington Major. It's a big confidence boost for them after what happened in game number 1. TA just looked way too strong, but this time around it was Talon's day. It was all on the back a little bit faster. I like the fact that they've been able to adapt to this meta. The stonks are rising for SEA as, well, it's looking pretty good across all the different streams.
Yeah.